You
And me, board gaming. And we're here at the dead of winter. Check out first look review and unboxing before watching this. Alan is taking over the Christmas Wonderfest. We're going to save you, Sammy. He's throwing us out in the cold to defend for ourselves during the apocalypse. I'm cold and scared. Alright, yeah, here's a little warning before. If you don't like sitting through long instructions, don't play this game. Because there's a lot to it. Should have timed it. How long was that? Reading the instructions and going through it, understanding it. I have. We're streaming the whole time, so I have how long it was, but yeah, we ready to start. I think there's still some things that are iffy, right?
Yeah, there's still some things, but
figure out as we go along. It's the apocalypse. We gotta do that anyway.
All right, so
survivors.
We pick out 2 survivors.
Oh, doing that mode.
Are we doing 3?
Well, I only have 3 over here anyway. We have no more forcing.
What? Oh. Did it fall on the floor?
I thought I had 4, man. You done yeeted my survivor.
No, I didn't yeet your card.
You didn't yeet it?
Nope, I didn't yeet your card.
Where's that?
I don't know. Just take one off the deck, I guess.
Man, that could have been a good one. Oh, okay. Thank you. So 3 or 2? 2-player variant or actual?
I don't know. Which one you want to do?
Just 3. How does that make it easier? That makes it harder. There's a lot more people. You gotta feed them. Okay. The farmer in the dale. The farmer.
Okay, so 3 that we choose stays with us, and then the one that we don't choose goes back to the deck.
Okay. Sorry, Joey boy. Here's one I didn't choose.
Sorry, Alexis.
Alexis. What's Alexis? No! Don't want to play as. Or a librarian.
Alright. Ow!
Thought you like fist bumped me over here, like,
my elbow was popped.
It's about a team.
It hurt.
Right,
okay, and then each player.
Reveal.
Each player then. Okay. Then you get each player's standee for.
Yay!
Okay, I don't know why you're so sad for a standee. And just stand there in a colony. All right.
Well, at least you get the hell. Who do you move around with him?
You move around with them.
Okay, so yeah, you move around.
But you just start in the colony. Him.
Is that the trucker? Hey, we guys probably should have showed you the characters. The survivors.
It's this guy. Upside down. And then one more. It is.
Sexist. That's 3 bases. 7 bases.
There he is.
Woohoo.
Alright, and now Sandy. Oh, right there.
Boom. First one on the board. That's a good sign. You. And she already won that cut out or something. Alyssa, where you at? Where you at? She ain't on here.
Who?
Oh, Ashley Ross, the construction worker. Are they supposed to be in the same outfit as their card?
They're in the same pose and everything.
Okay, well then. Where's she at? She ain't on there.
What she look like?
Get turning to start walking.
Those are all zombies on that.
Technical difficulties, please stand by. Can't find the construction worker. The farmer and the dam. Farmer and the dam. I just used one of them. Don't tune out, people. All right.
I don't know.
Well then. Use the stand down. Someone's going to fill in. Yes. Oh, it's on there.
Found her.
There she is, hidden away.
She was inside this white paper.
What?
Inside the box.
Was she in there during the first look?
She was one of the ones you popped out. I guess at the very beginning of the first look and review.
So we don't need all these other people popped out.
Not yet, anyway. Alright, there's your card back. I was like, wait a minute, she might be in the box.
Yeah.
Can't find her anywhere else.
Hiding away. A team of women. Let's go. Colony.
Colony of 6 already.
Awesome.
Lovely.
Who we have?
Alright. So on my side, we have Brian Lee, which is this guy right here. Brian is the mayor. And then we have James Myers.
There's a fat, short guy.
Yep. He is a psychiatrist.
Oh, okay.
And then we have this guy, David Garcia, and he is an accountant.
Oh, it looks like a detective.
I know it does.
He's crouched down. Detective.
He's actually sitting down on a box.
Oh, he's got to be a hidden detective.
Could be.
It's a side job.
So that's what I've got for mine.
Who is the leader?
The mayor is my leader.
Okay. So we're all one colony, but there's 2 leaders? That don't make sense. It's only one true leader.
So you've got the player turns, and then you have the colony turn.
The colony turn. Alright. Sophie Robinson, the pilot.
Pilot? Which one looks like a pilot?
The one that looks like a pilot?
That one is the construction worker.
How you know?
Oh, that one's the pilot.
You sure?
Yeah.
No. Olivia Brown, the doctor. And Ashley Ross, the construction worker.
Okay.
Here we go.
And your leader is the pilot.
Cheater. You guessed? Or you see the card right here? Yes, the pilot.
Okay.
Let's do this thing. I forgot what to do, but let's do it.
Alright, so...
Do something. Oh yeah, I got this thing. Resources. Okay, cool.
Dang.
Well, not shuffled. Not shuffled.
I shuffled them, but. All right. So.
Black Betty Bam, wham.
Player turn crisis. The player turn phase. You reveal the crisis. So.
Crisis. Raiders. Can. Equals number of non-exiled players. Fail if able, each non-exiled player must randomly remove one card in their hand from the game. Lose one morale. Optional. Add 2 additional can cards. Which is this food? No, I mean food. To gain 1 morale for preventing the crisis. What? I don't know. Raiders. Not of the Lost Ark, though.
So that's the crisis.
Mm-hmm. The crisis we have.
Alright. Top card of the crisis deck. This card effect will take place during the colony phase and is not prevented. If it is not prevented. Crisis cards can be prevented if players contribute enough to the correct type of cards to that crisis. So that's where the crisis contributions go. So this would go. Um, So, how do you. Where does the crisis card go? So I guess it just goes there for now. Doesn't say where to put it. This is. So, that has to be prevented during the player's turn phase. Roll action dice. At this time, each player removes any action dice from remaining in her used and unused action dice pool. Then each player receives 1 action dice plus 1 additional action die for each survivor he controls. So players will start the game with 3 action dice. Each player must roll all of her or his action dice and keep the result in her unused action dice pool for use during her turn or his turn. Even though a player receives one action die per survivor, he or she controls. The action die does not belong to that survivor, but that player's group of survivors. A player can then spend multiple action dice on performing multiple actions with a single survivor. Okay, so is there a way during the player turn? During the player turn phase, each player starts with the first player. Take a turn. At the beginning of the player's turn, the player to his or her right draws a crossroads, which I have. Card applying its effect to the player taking the turn if at any time during that turn they meet the trigger requirement, which you have not yet. See. So roll action dice and then so you take your dice and you roll them.
Yeah. All of them.
Yep.
What? Well, that just uses all of them. Let's do 1.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 is your total. Okay.
Oh,
sorry. This kind of. Okay, each player must roll all of the dice and keep the results in her unused actions. So you move those and you put them in this unused action dice. So you have that total that you have. Total of on the dice that you have. Okay. All those belong to your entire group. Okay, your survivor group, the 3 of them. Okay. So if you want to use your die, for actions anyway, let's see, player turns. Okay. During a player turn phase, each player's turn with the first player take a turn at the beginning of each. Okay, so I've got blah blah. Whatever's in the clockwise on the table, so each player has taken a turn. Okay, player turn action. Some actions require spinning an action die, and others do not. To spend an action die, the player removes the appropriate die from his hand, from his unused action die pool, and moves it to his used action pool. Some actions require that the action die be specific result from having rolled in rolling it during the action roll die step. Okay, so to perform an attack, the player must choose a survivor he controls and spend an action die equal to or higher than the attack of the survivor. If it's a zombie, how many zombies start out? Or any at all? I just realized that. I guess there's no zombies that start out. You didn't say to put any zombies out. Okay.
Oh, we just start all nice and then they come on in.
Okay, so I'm trying to understand how you move from here to one of the locations.
This was the purpose of doing this before we started this game.
Okay, here it is. You can do this without rolling die. A player may move each survivor he controls during his turn. The survivor may be moved to any location that has an empty survivor space. After each time a player moves the survivor, he must roll for exposure. So you can move any of your zombies to any location. Not zombie, survivor. One of your 3 survivors to any of the locations if you want. But you have to roll first for exposure.
That ruins my.
14. All right. Okay. All right. So, are you going to move to a location, or are you just going to? What are you going to do? Um, you can play a card. Um, you can add a card to the crisis to try to. Player may add 1 or more cards from his hand and/or cards that are equipped to survivors he controls to the currently revealed crisis card. Cards added to the crisis from a player's hand are face down so that no other player can see them. So I guess this will go on top right there. You just flip it over on top, and then contributions will go there. I guess. I don't know. And cards that match a symbol shown in the prevent area of the crisis card helps prevent that crisis from happening. Each card added that does not match a symbol helps cause the crisis to happen. So you don't know if, you know, so.
What are we supposed to be doing over here?
Raiders. Number of non-XL players. So what are you supposed to do that? Like, are they going after food? Is that what that is?
They want the food. They want the cans.
Okay. Okay, so we need
food. Food equals number of non-exiled players. Thought in 2-player. We don't have a sound. Alright, I'm going to somewhere. What's this exposure on?
The grocery store. Yeah, roll. See if you have any exposure.
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay, you're good.
A leader. 2. Well, let's draw one of these. Okay. At the top card of the survivor deck to your following and place their matching standee in the colony. Add 1 helpless survivor token to the colony. I get 2 outsiders at the grocery store. Right, I go to the grocery store and draw a card.
Yeah, you have, if you're gonna search,
Yeah.
which means drawing a card, you have to any location except the colony, which you started at. To perform a search, the player must choose a survivor he controls and spend an action die equal to or higher than the search value of that survivor. He may then draw 1 card from the item deck, the location that survivor's on. Looking at it but not adding it to his hand, he may choose either to do the following.
Magnify glass 1+.
So 1+.
Yeah.
So then you would just use your 3, right?
3.
And you'll put that to the used one. Mm-hmm. So now you have.
Well.
Then you had your card you drew already, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll get it. A fireman.
Right. You searched, right?
Yeah.
You got something from the grocery store, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so what are you drawing that for?
Because I get this and a helpless survivor.
That's from the action from what you found from the grocery store. Okay. Alright. Let's get his little standy thing.
Yeah.
Right? Is that how that works? You get him now?
Yeah. It goes to the colony and then a helpless survivor.
He's a fireman. So here's your firefighter.
What you doing so far away?
What's a firefighter doing at the
grocery store?
Then you get a helpless survivor?
Yeah. Boom.
So what's the helpless survivor?
The little tokens, I think.
Which is...
these things.
Alright.
Black Betty, Bama, Wham.
Guess this goes over here too, don't it?
Yeah.
We don't have any food in our food supply. We got all these people to worry about.
Oh, no. Yeah, it's got one more. We still got raiders that want the food.
We ain't got no food in the food supply. Alright, so are you done with your turn?
Well, how many things you do? Real crisis for election die. Play turn.
Dang it. Dropsies.
What do you do? Yeah, I went there and did that. I can't do nothing else.
Okay.
Black Betty Bama Wham. It's gonna take a while, man.
All right. Guess it's my turn now.
Mm.
Eight, 9, 10, 11. So take this card.
Yay.
And if I, during my turn, activate that card, then 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 that card gets activated, and you give me the you tell me what happens and all that stuff. If not, then you just put it in the bottom of the card, bottom of the deck. I'm gonna move. I'll go over to the grocery store with him. I guess.
Follow me.
I got to go over.
Already went over here.
Oh!
What you get, Patty?
Frostbitten.
Especially him.
The psychiatrist got frostbitten. That makes a lot of sense. Okay.
Already searched the grocery store. Found the 2 survivors in there.
So I got frostbitten. So let's see.
Oh, great. Social again.
Survivors receive 1 frostbite wound token. This is considered a wound at the beginning of each of your turns. Each survivor you control that has 1 or more frostbite wound tokens on it receives an additional wound token. Oh, jeez.
Didn't even do crisis yet.
Oh, my crisis.
What do we do with this thing? They want food. We're just gonna stand there the whole time?
I guess it's gonna have to be, I don't know. does each player?
Each non-exiled player must randomly remove one card from their hand. Oh, we failed. So does this
You didn't do that card.
Does this go until we both
I
take a
don't know
turn?
how that works. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Real top card of the crisis deck. This card effects will take place during the colony. This card's effect will take place during the colony's phase if it's not prevented. So it's got to be prevented before we get to the colony phase. If it doesn't get prevented, then the effect will take place. Alright, so during the player turn of phase, each player started with the first play at the beginning of the first play. So I guess I need to draw a card 2. I'm confused. Shoot.
More room. More room.
No, it's an illness.
You just can't survive.
I just need medicine, the number of non-exiled players.
So all of us.
So I guess I don't know how that if it's
both of us since we
yes.
I'll call quitsies.
Huh? Quitsies?
Quitsies.
I think we need to learn how to play the game before we start playing this.
Because we're not going to get
more details because I don't understand half the stuff. That
we'll come back.
Shall we watch? I guess we'll watch a how-to video if there's anyone out there. If there's one out there, and we'll come back and we'll do our best and play it. Then because I tried reading it, I got an understanding of how it's supposed to be played, but there's still a lot of gray area questions that need to be answered, and I'm not sure how to answer it by looking at the instruction.
So the title so this title of this video would be attempt at playing Dead in Winter.
Yeah.
I do want to keep the same thing though. Like this same layout already.
Well, I mean, we already kind of started a game, but we're just having issues with some of the...
And this big of a game is just going to stagger along.
Yeah. So
there's just like save, a little save slot, and then you just pop the disc back in. So we'll have to take a whole bunch of pictures.
Right, so funny you said save spot. My uncle used to play solitaire by playing cards on a table, and he would pretend he's taking his mouse for the computer, and he would scroll up and he would say save.
Save.
And his cards would be still sitting there until he finishes the game. Unless somebody comes behind him but didn't know he said save.
And deleted the game.
And deletes the game.
Deletes the save
He'll
file.
come back to finish the game and he'll be like,
what
happened to my save game?
Yeah, what happened to my save file? Yeah, that's what I want to do with this, because we already have all the survivors.
So I guess we'll just take a mental picture or a picture from the computer.
Yeah.
Or from the camera, and that way we know where everything's at. I mean, it's the very beginning of the game. It's not like we're that far into it.
And just remember, we have Raiders.
Yeah, we have Raiders, and we have an illness. I don't know if one contradicts the other, or if they're both happening at the same time, or what. I don't know how that plays out. I don't know how that works. Because each player draws one, so I don't know if that means this goes to each person, like on their own little thing.
Yeah, because this isn't just like one simple game where we can go through and figure out the kinks of it. This is a full-on big game. So.
Yeah. The only way I've known how to play the game correctly is when we get all the rules and everything down pat to knowing how to play everything easily. So
real soon. So like during the Winterfest.
I'm sorry that this has gotten postponed to that point, but we're still. Well, what's the word? Not. I mean, yes, learning, but still unsure about a lot of stuff. I'm trying to figure it out. That's why I keep referring to the instructions like 20 times during one turn, trying to figure out how everything goes and everything. So, I mean, grant you, we hadn't even made to the first colony phase yet.
Yeah,
we're stuck.
We took one turn, stuck.
We're stuck. I thought we would be able to get. How?
We're gonna keep going.
My brain's fried. I'm trying to figure this thing out, but I don't know how it works. So. I was trying to read it, step by step with the instruction pamphlet, but some of the stuff is like each player, it says revealing a crisis, so.
Yeah. So this is the attempt video, and then in Winterfest after Christmas, we'll have the real full playthrough of Dead of Winter.
We'll definitely have.
But it'll be the same characters and all that.
Mm-hmm. So we'll just take a picture.
Remember all
get this instruction book out of the way so we can see all this over here on this side. Slide this up a little bit so we can see. He's got a frostbitten thing, if that's even what it's supposed to be.
But Alan's not leaving.
We don't even have no food.
No food yet. Alan, I think you have put us through enough. Not leaving yet. Great. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Same. We went through a cold zombie apocalypse. Okay, you put through a lot.
I think we
went through a lot. Made us gremlin, made us make toys in the evil factory.
Yeah. We've got to figure out how this is going to work even more because.
And you threw us into the cold and zombies. I think we've been through.
We've been through enough.
Yeah. Time to go back to the festivals.
There's no zombies in the game yet. Yeah. But we have raiders on the way, and we have an illness that's.
Yeah. Yeah. How to make a zombie apocalypse more.
What is this? Two outsiders.
Hard to survive is people versus the people.
Oh, that's where you got from. There.
I just put it in waste. What are we?
Yeah, I don't know if that's supposed to go there or not. But.
Well, I thought waste piles of discards, so I just threw it there. Yeah, not leaving us alone. So how are we gonna go past this? If Alan won't leave us.
And the question is did we do enough for him to leave, or do we have to keep
going?
fending him off?
Jeez.
That's the real question right there.
You put us through zombie apocalypse here. Being in the cold, that's like the grand finale right there. What else are you gonna do to us? This is a huge game.
Personally,
this is a huge game.
Personally, I think we did enough. But that's not my decision. That's Alan's decision.
It's never enough for Alan. Well, he just goes, all right, Merry Christmas. That's the good ending.
I guess we find out, I guess.
Find out in the next episode of Human Board Gaming. We're not trying to slack.
No, we're not. We're definitely not slacking. We're just not.
It's a big game.
We're not. We're not very acquainted with this.
It's not one of those
type of game, so we have to learn it more before we can actually
It's not one of those one and done, make it to the end.
Yeah.
Family-based board games. This is a whole-on experience. So, need to watch a whole bunch of videos. And this is a very popular one, so I know that people would have playthroughs of it.
So we'll just have to watch some other ones that are out there so we can learn it, and then we'll play it
the correct
way. The way it's supposed to be played, because I think that's how it's supposed to be done, but at the same time, one of the biggest things that I'm getting caught on is the crisis cards, and then because that means then we'll have 2 crisis cards at the same time, which means it makes sense. Each player brings a different crisis to the game, which I understand makes sense.
A lot of things happen at once.
How does each player's crisis card get, like, you played one, you didn't resolve it in your turn.
Both of them you do at the colony.
And then, yeah, but where do they sit? Do they just go right here to the crisis contributions, or that's what I'm saying? Like, where do the crisis cards get put? To me, it doesn't say in the instructions unless I'm overlooking it.
Because there's a lot in there.
I mean, there's
a lot there.
A lot that goes on. So,
so you'll definitely come back. There you go. So now we already know a secured, definite
we're going
Wonderfest
to
episode.
Come back at this and check it out again after we learn how to play it.
Yeah.
So I hate that it has to come down to that, but anyway.
But to give you proper full playthroughs, to staggering through the whole thing, going back to the instructions.
Trying to figure out everything. We keep going back to the instructions.
It'll be slow.
We have the basic gameplay, but we're just got a lot of secondhand instructions on how everything works. Still kind of in what we would call unsurety or limbo or whatever you want to say. So, all right. So, where's my mouse at?
Save. Save complete. It shows you the name and the date. Last played. That'll be an intro right there. A little graphic of going.
U&ME save file.
Yeah, loading.
2% complete.
Yeah. Loading.
Or is it 2% for complete? I don't know what the percentage would be.
How long it'll take? 50%. 50% sure how this game works.
Yeah.
A lot of location.
I mean, I get how the zombies come into play and all that stuff.
You gotta figure out when those come in at the right time. Yeah.
Right. You still have to figure out.
Gotta put those in at the right time. Because we go on, the people will be commenting, "Oh, you ain't supposed to put zombies at this point."
Yeah, we're gonna be. We post this video of us trying to play the game, and then we're gonna have like a bazillion people. Yeah, you missed this, and you missed that, you missed this.
All the professional. This is a professional game right here.
Listen, we know, we understand. This is the first time we actually got to pull out a game to this extent and play it on the channel. So we're still learning how to do
one of these big boy games,
the
big league games. That's what it's called. That's the playlist, the big league.
The big league game.
Mm-hmm. The big league. It's like level of magic and all. You definitely got to get it right.
Yeah.
This don't slide. You can play jumping jack wrong, but this don't slide. This don't slide in the board game community. You can miss a couple characters in that game, but this.
It's just the instructions and everything about the game is so complex.
Yeah. Big old booklet.
Because there are so many different phases and things and rules for each thing that happens in the game. And
never had one that big.
I'm getting a headache thinking about
all
the rules.
That's what I'm saying. And if I try to watch a video right now, I'm just gonna explode. Because if there's a lot of instructions, at least it's gonna be a 20 to 30 minute video.
I played a board game like this, similar to this. It wasn't It wasn't this one, but it was similar to this. But the person who brought it and played it, he described everything, how to do it very well.
Because he knew.
We first time we went around everything. First turn, he showed us how to do everything. So by the time the end of the game happened, we were already doing our turns on our own. Mm-hmm. You know, we had that instructional person.
Someone that knew how to describe.
Plus, the game, as the game progresses, he's got a story, so everything can twist and turn while you're playing it. So the game was really cool. So, you know, but I don't think it was Dead of Winter. I think it was very similar to this. It was very survival-like. It might have been this game, but I can't remember.
What are you sure
if it is? It might have been.
Well, you should remember it. Channel the.
I'm trying to remember it. This whole style game is very, very.
They do have expansions.
Very, very familiar.
Especially if there's
I haven't
expansions,
played it in like forever. That's the problem.
Especially
if it is the same game. So.
It's one of those games you definitely didn't watch the video. Other ones just like, stop. But this one, yeah.
Yeah, see, the location cards were turned this way in that game. I think I remember that. So I don't think it was Dead of Winter, but it was very similar, the same style and everything.
And Winterfest. They watched to have this table up here where those can lay flat. The snow.
It'll be a little bit easier to lay those flat more, and we wouldn't have so much snow stacked up on it, to where we can.
Even though more snow would be coming soon because as it gets farther in the winter, but we'll have to plow it off the table.
We'll have to keep plowing it and clearing it off,
just
and
to have
salt out.
Yeah. Oh, Sammy doesn't like that. Yeah.
No, don't put salt on.
Yeah. Don't put on that. Just to get everybody out of the snow, we have to do
that. Excuse me, but a little half your hat. Oh, you do still have a spider on.
Yeah. We'll have to see in the next episode.
Hopefully, we'll get that off you in the next episode.
Yeah.
So, see if we're successful or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm so bummed we couldn't actually complete the game, but this game is complex. Very complex.
Yeah, there's a lot of components.
Yeah, very much.
And pieces. So, stay tuned for the Winterfest 2023.
Yeah.
January for Dead of Winter.
Dead of Winter.
I have to also put
Part 2.
Yeah, I have to put
a
community post there. It's like, try to play Dead of Winter, not going to work out.
To be continued.
Yeah.
Next time on Wonderfest 2023.
It'll be on the Winter Wonderfest. Yeah.
Will you and me board gaming survive?
Or
will they turn into zombies? Stay tuned.
Yeah, so next
Find
episode.
Out for yourself.
The next episode, yeah, postponing. So we went from Christmas Wonderfest to Winter Wonderfest.
That's not nice.
What the? Yeah.
Did somebody say zombies?
Okay. We gotta get you back home.
What's a zombie?
That's
right. He's never seen a zombie before, so he won't know. It's a person who is either not dead or alive.
Undead, but also
in the undead range.
But also not a person. So.
Right. You shimmied when you said that.
Also not a person. Spooky.
Not a person.
Yeah. Buddy would be the first to die. He would not survive the apocalypse. Just saying. He tried to hug a raccoon.
Yeah, but he can like throw a zillion snowballs at one time.
Only if it's in the winter, then it would.
That's work. Well, this is a winter one.
Yeah. If the apocalypse in the winter.
That's his only upper hand.
But he would have to know.
Snowballs.
He would have to know that those are bad. Not trying to hug him, because once he goes in that for the hug, you're dead. You go try
somebody need a hug.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like he would do the whole.
I know.
Just do somebody need a hug a zombie, then die.
Ooh.
You get bit. It's like, buddy, you did.
I mean, they are a zombie. They got their arms sticking out like this. He's gonna take a hug, you know.
Hug, yeah. So you just
you want a hug?
Too dumb. Too dumb. Buddy, you're too dumb to know. That's why you'll be the first person to die in the room. I'll just be riding on the shoulder or whatever. It's like riding on Gargantuar over here.
Oh my goodness, a Gargantuar.
Alan just sit on the shoulder, perch.
Oh no, don't.
Gargantuar. Sitting on the shoulder.
Versus zombie. Alright, well that's Dead of Winter.
Kinda.
A attempt at playing the game, which we're still learning.
That's gonna be a title right there, a new title. They're always used to full playthrough. Now this is gonna be what? An attempt at Dead of Winter? Stay tuned for the other title. The real full playthrough of Dead of Winter. Which is gonna be the same.
We went to Wonderfest.
Same people.
Yes, it's gonna be the same game, so it's not like we're
restarting
it's gonna
be the same storyline. It's not a reboot. We're not resetting the universe.
Pretty much at the beginning of the game anyway, so it's not like we're losing.
Yeah.
Not like we are starting a whole new game.
So all this time for what, 2 turns? We took 1 turn each.
Yeah, and we're stumped on it. So.
Yeah, it took that long to look through the instructions.
I cannot read the instruction pamphlet clearly enough to understand how everything works. And everything,
especially we'll have light.
Yeah, the light doesn't help either. So having limited light don't help either. So yeah.
Alan, do not join us for this playthrough. When we redo this in the Wonderfest.
Shucks.
No, don't be joining.
I was just starting to have a little fun.
Well, watch from the live stream.
You can watch from a distance.
Yeah, we'll shut you out the chat. Like Alan's in the chat, he's watching the live stream.
Ooh, the chat.
There you go. You had your fun with Wonderfest here.
No, I can play with you mentally.
Oh shoot. Ban him from the chat.
You've already banned me into the chat yet. That's pretty bad.
Just by that statement right there, you banned already.
Oh, come on.
I don't want to see your name pop up in the chat.
On. Live a little.
Yeah, I'm trying to survive. I'm trying to live a little. Zombies everywhere. I'm trying to live.
We're trying to live.
Yeah.
Hence, it was an attempt at...
Trying to live a little. Yeah, we're just going to go bunker down in somewhere. Bunker down in the police station to try to survive.
Yeah.
For the next month. And then we'll go back and try to survive. It's bad. We already have raiders already in our first day. Try to steal our food.
Illness. Which makes a lot of sense because I got illness and then I roll a frostbite. It's like
already not going good just in the first turn.
In my first turn, you're fine. Your people are fine. Not me.
I went to the grocery store and found survivors.
At least I'm not bitten or something like that.
Well, he died. So. He goes to the grocery store and dies. So,
the problem is if I get bitten,
dead. No return.
Right. The thing is that you're at the grocery store too, so that would spread to you.
Back up.
So as I said, good thing it's not a bite. Good thing it's not a bite and just frostbitten. It doesn't happen to you; it just happens to me.
You got it traveling here. So we have raiders, you're frostbitten, there's illness. Wow, all that one turn.
Not a very good first 2 turns.
Yeah. I mean, we already found
as far as the crisis is concerned.
I found some more survivors. So.
Yeah, you did help with the survivors. Got a firefighter.
Cans of food.
You got a helpless survivor.
Just a random grocery store woman. Just
the,
old lady.
Grocery store cashier, I guess. Yeah. Or stalker from the back.
I can't do nothing but let me come with you.
Mm.
Yeah.
So you gotta take care of them and everything else. So
keep care of the clerk. I got there just fine. Didn't get frostbite or nothing. That's because I'm a pilot. I'm used to it.
8 people in our colony.
8 people.
Really? Well, 7 plus the helpless.
7 that can actually do something.
Yeah. That's what I said. 7
plus
help
the helpless. Oh, it was just a background character.
Yeah, it's an extra.
Just extra in there. Extra in the group that barely shows.
Extra in the storyline.
Not a main character
going on.
Just there to die. Just there to be a death. Not a main character. That's going to survive many seasons. There to die, that's it. Gold tier. So I guess we'll see you in Dead of Winter and in January.
Yeah.
First thing.
Alright, well, yes, we do our traditional closing.
Scouts order.
That's...
Live long and prosper.
Scouts honor. Live long and prosper.
Live long and prosper the Scouts. We will come back.
Wow. Alright.
If not, then you comment every single video until the Dead of Winter.
You keep on reminding us.
Yeah, gotta do it. Don't forget. Get it done. I know we gotta, when it's spring, when all the snow clears up again, we gotta do that Birdopoly. That's one we covered. Was earlier this year or last
year? Yeah, we did something. We did
this year. For spring, this year.
The first look and view.
And it was only the first look. So we didn't have time to do the full playthrough.
The spring thing was a very short one this year.
Yeah.
Well,
it's never been
really long, but...
It's kind of like the falls, too.
Yeah, they're seasonal things. They're not a holiday thing where it's a little bit longer.
Yeah. Summer's the longest seasonal.
Got more meat to it, more or less. You know?
Summer and winter's the longest one of seasonal specials. If you guys want it to be a little bit longer, fine. But it's just, it has a short time period too, because it's just a middle time before October. So
yeah.
Hopefully we can introduce a icon as well in spring too, so change it up. Get an icon for spring because it didn't have an icon.
I think that was a new one that we did this year. We introduced it this year.
Yeah.
Last year we introduced the fall one.
Yeah, we didn't get to meet the icon.
It wasn't much of a time to meet the icon. It was more of an introduction to the season, the season special, and then a couple of games and first looks and review, all that stuff.
Nah, to meet you, it was only Blossom and Birdopoly, and it was only the first look. So. Oh, poor. So come back to it, have a few more games,
and that
full playthrough, and then you get to be the icon. Spring.
Already looking pretty good for the second season of the spring fling special, I guess.
It was called something. Oh, yeah, that's how minor it was. You don't even remember the name.
It wasn't very big of a name, but
Blossom something. I want to watch it now.
We need to go back to it and see what the name is.
I want to go back and watch it now. If it's not in spring, we'll watch it.
No, but before you know it will be. So
all the snow will clear up.
As fast as this year has gone by and going into next year. So.
And then we can finally have a seasonal icon party. Seasonal. Where you get Sunshine and Sammy. I guess you're you're a double. He's a double icon.
Maple?
He's Winter. Yeah, how are we gonna do without Maple, Alan?
If Maple did
die,
go in cold blood, which we don't know.
Bottle of blood.
I hope not.
Yeah, because we have to have fall there too. Fall, winter, spring, and summer. Now all of them, right? That's all of them. Gotta have them all there to do a big old season icon. Probably have to do it during winter, or Sammy won't be able to be there.
Yeah, it would have to be during a
Winterfest.
Near the end of Wonderfest or something like that, we do a special 1 episode
icon party.
Icon party special.
Yeah, then that means you get to see the icon early for spring then. So you get a little tease. Like, all right, we'll see you in spring then. The rest is not going to like that because they're going to be so cold. Like, Sunshine's not going to like that.
Sunshine definitely is not going to like that. Sunshine's going to be like bundled up. I know it.
No, I don't like the
Sunshine is a Florida duck.
Yeah.
He likes his sun.
Yeah, like the sunshine. Sunshine likes the sunshine. Unless we put him in an ornament. Let's put him in a glass box with all the snow. There we go. So maybe we can still do it. After that, we'll just have to put him enclosed. Sammy would have to be
in a warmer climate box.
Yeah.
Okay.
It would have to be in his little cold snow box. That's only for him. Yeah. How does that sound, Sammy? So you can still be here during another season.
Oh, Sammy. Yeah.
I hope that'll work, because last time I tried to turn into a puddle.
Yeah, don't do that again.
Or a cup of water.
Yeah, we had to put him in a mason jar.
Yeah, that wasn't very good.
A Blizzard kept trying to drink
He came in and yeah, Blizzard
kept forgetting. Yo, where is Blizzard? We didn't see him at the North Pole this year. Was he sleeping?
He must have been.
True. We didn't even get to see Blizzard.
Yeah, we didn't get to see Blizzard this year at North Pole.
Thought he would be there. Must have been sleeping in the cave.
Or maybe he was, and we just didn't see him because of all the festivities.
It was too much
going on.
He was in the back waving like, "Hey, it's me! Oh,
hey, it's me! Hello, Blizzard! Hello!"
It was too much celebration. There was a bunch of fireworks and all that.
Okay, I'll see you, one of us.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I'll see you later. I'll see you later. Whatever. You don't want to talk to me. I'll be so Blizzard, just like, I get whatever. I give up. I'm walking away. Walk up.
That's okay. I'll see you anyway. I'll see you in a couple weeks anyway.
Yeah.
So no worries.
Yeah. I'll be there for Christmas in July. I'll be there for winter.
I'll be there with my Coca-Cola and chips.
I'll just see you at the end of the. I'll see you on Christmas.
This is so funny.
Yeah, this is one of those cool ones, those chill ones. Literally, Blizzard is a fun guy. Yeah, it's just like whatever. I'm saying
whatever.
He doesn't care. The other ones would be like, "Hey, pay attention to me." Other ones wouldn't let it slide.
Like right now, we got icons fighting pretty much.
Two of them, yeah.
Well, not fighting, but
trying to take over.
Taking up one. We got one trying to take over the other person's special. So
you got two special. Yeah.
One's being held hostage, while the other one's taking over the channel.
You got two specials this year. Wow, Alan.
You are just a spotlight hog. That's what it is.
Yeah,
He's a spotlight hog.
Yeah, no one else got two. Hog. Oh, you're jealous that Sammy gets to be in the Winterfest, so you're like, fine, I'll just take over Christmas. That's such an Alan thing to do. How long were you planning this? Like, did you know this in October? That you're going to do this?
I don't know how long. No telling.
He was already playing. That's why he kept laughing all that time. That's why he was quiet a few times. He was planning the time to sneak into Christmas.
No.
It's all. The clues are all there. I'm going back and watching October.
Great.
Yeah.
You mean he was trying to? He was giving subliminal messages, but didn't say anything.
He was planning it all the time. Yeah.
Oh my!
Right in front of us while we were trying to. While we were playing the game, we were trying to do the video and all that. He was just back there planning. While he was quiet.
Is that true?
I got you. My detective word worked. Worked.
There's no talking.
Hey, no! Don't you be playing again! Don't you come back!
Oh no!
He's coming back again in Winterfest, isn't he?
I hope not.
Coming back for
you don't need to come back to Winterfest.
The real place.
It's gonna be way too cold for a birdie. He'll freeze.
Yeah, it's getting colder around.
He'll get the frostbite coin.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, you don't want that.
Well, then you would.
Yeah.
It'd be too cold for your little brittle bones.
Brittle bird bones. Yeah, you've seen this playthrough and kind of. We're going to come back to it.
Anyway. Enough rambling on and everything.
Yeah, I'm going back to Halloween and watching.
We're going to have to figure out how to do this more completely. So, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And hit that.
Boo.
And if you're on Twitch.
Oh, Santa's coming to save us. Follow on Twitch. U_me gaming. Chat. Interact. Shouldn't have said Santa. Buddy, stop looking at me like that. It'd be featured.
Santa! You almost got. You almost didn't say it that time.
I almost got away with it. Yeah.
I know Santa.
Yeah. We know you do, buddy. We know you do. We figured that out by now. But we gotta get you back to him. Get away. You put on a viewer board and leaderboard. What was your favorite part of the Christmas Wonderfest here? And Alan's attack. What was your favorite out of the three?
Attack on the Christmas Wonderfest.
Yeah.
That's
what a nice arc.
If you didn't see it coming,
Me either.
We didn't either.
Yeah.
So
nice surprise there. Christmas is about surprises, and there you go. He definitely did that. Nice surprise to come show up for filming, and all of a sudden, everybody's taken hostage.
Anyway.
Someone save us.
I hope somebody will.
Somebody.
Help.
I
need somebody. Help.
Just anybody. Help. Santa, help. Help. Oh man, Santa's gonna be so mad he's gotta come back down here. Gotta come. He wasn't planning on coming here this early. No way we come down there.
Well,
we'll see what happens.
I guess we'll see what happens.
Hopefully I'll get it out of the system and fly away. You've been with us for 3 days. I think it's good. Let's go.
It's
almost Christmas.
Don't be a Scrooge.
Play a board game, or try to play a board game at least. In this particular case.
I guess we'll
don't worry, we will come back. We're not trying to bail on.
See you all in the next
Christmas Wonderfest episode. Excited to see what happens. Curious.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully we're not in Havoc anymore.
I hope not.
Of Alan Scrooge.
I'll see you all in the next one.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yay! 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 Going back to Halloween. Seeing that play out. Hashtag save Sammy in the comments. Where's he at? There he is.
Help me.
Jeez. He's upside down. What did you do to him? It's just sad. Clown. Clown.